Hey there, Ryan with Ryan Explores the West. And it's been a while since I posted a video or anything. It's winter, not really a lot going on, but I got some projects that I thought I would update you on, and some new tires on the Kia that I thought I would show. Why not? Here we go. So this is my 2005 Kia Sportage, and this is not a hardcore off-road vehicle at all. It's never intended to be and never will be. But it is lifted a couple inches with some spacers under the struts, between the struts and the body. So it's got 2 inches of lift on it, and it had some tires on it that were the stock tires are 27 inch. The ones that were on there were 28.1 inch, and got cars coming by here, and they were just too big. They rubbed the fenders in the front, and they ruined the gearing of the vehicle, so it needed new tires. And what I did is I went down to Les Schwab, which is a chain on the West Coast, and I got these. And I forget what they are. They're Maxxis Razor ATs. They're pretty good tires. These are 225 60 17s, and I had 235 60 17s on it. So 225, they're both narrower and smaller. So these are 27.6 inches, so about a half inch shorter than the previous tire, and it makes all the difference in the world. I couldn't imagine how a half inch would make such a big difference, but it really, really does. And so got those put on, and they notified me that there's spacers in here, a couple of half inch spacers. It's great, I guess. It works. So there's that update. So those are really good. And if you have a 2005 Kia Sportage or a second gen Kia Sportage, you want to lift it a couple inches. Yeah, the spacer lift works pretty good. The alignment's okay. But don't go bigger than 225 or 235. Was it 225? Sorry. Whatever I just said a moment ago. There it is. 225 60 17. Don't go bigger than that. Even if you stay with a 16-inch wheel, don't go larger than that physical size. So the next project upcoming is this guy. And I just picked this up a couple days ago. And yep, it's a winch bumper for the Suburban. And I picked it up for, I thought it was a good price. It's obviously well used, but a new bumper these days is costing, $800 or $900 for a kit. And this one's all complete. It's not perfect, obviously. It needs either sandblasting or wire wheeling or whatever. But it's got these here, which is pretty cool. Now the only thing though, as you can see, it's dented in right there and right there. So you can see that the this is pushed back a little bit. And does that bother me? No. Will I attempt to fix it? Probably. I'm not quite sure how. The center section is 1/4 inch and the outer sections are 1/8 inch steel, which is pretty good. I'm really glad about that. So this will get repaired, and will probably get repaired, but it'll definitely go on the front of the Suburban. But it has, the paint's coming up off of it, so it's gonna have to get that paint stripped and repainted at the very least. And I'm gonna test fit it before I do all that, just to make sure there's no major issues. And if there is, I'll just resell it. And it's got these halo lights on it, although this one looks like it's cracked pretty good. So those are going in the trash because the front of the Suburban already has lights on it, and I'll be adapting those to this. I've got a rather inexpensive Amazon light bar that will replace those. And then going back into the shop a little bit further, I've also got a high lift jack that I got for a really good deal on Craigslist last year. But I've got this welding cart from Harbor Freight. And to show you what goes with that welding cart, I'm going to go inside where the thing actually is. So the thing in question is this Yes Welder MIG 205DS. So finally got a decent welder. All I need to do is get a 30 amp dryer outlet adapter for it so I can run it on 220 or 240 or whatever. So that's the projects I've got going. The idea here is I'm hoping to, actually there's one more thing I want to show you. All right, so you can see these are some wrought iron doors. And, they're doors. I'm not sure how thick this steel is. It's not super thick, but that's good because I don't want it super thick because I don't want it super heavy. Why did I get these? Well, I got them for free. And I also got these for free. These box-like structures. And I've also got a bunch of angle iron in here. They're welded into 90-degree angles. Can't really see it too well, so I'm welding stuff. Anyway, the idea is to cut these up and use the longer pieces and just recombine all the pieces to build a roof rack. So I'm not sure how well that's going to work, or if that's going to work, or if this is enough steel to do that. But it's a start, and I don't want a really heavy-duty roof rack. I just want something that I can throw some basic stuff up there on the Suburban. Like, for example, I would like to mount that to the roof rack. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure if it'll work or how it'll work, but that's the idea, is to at least explore it. And I have another idea that I thought I would throw out there. This is my 9-foot-long recumbent bike, little trike. I am considering putting a motor on this and also going exploring with this. I'm not sure what the legalities of putting like a little 3 horsepower 212cc motor from Harbor Freight are on it, but I'm going to explore that because this would be a lot of fun to pack up for a few days worth of camping and go out into the wilderness with it. And it's kind of like an ATV, but not. Probably less capable, but fun. I'm not really sure. I'm also thinking about getting a four-wheeler. So we will see. Oh, and that's another thing, too, is I'm trying to figure out a way I can carry that gas can with me because the Suburban's got a 40-gallon tank in it, but only gets 12.5 miles a gallon. So I'd like to increase my range with a couple of these. This is an old-style gas can. I'd love to pick up another one. I don't like the new style. So, anyway. Thanks for hanging out with me for a couple minutes. I sure appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions or questions, just comment them down below. And we'll see you on the next adventure, whatever that might be.